December 31st, 2022, witnesses the police issuing a warning regarding an armed stolen black car in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. While in pursuit, the stolen vehicle unexpectedly halts, leading to the arrest of a man and a woman. Meanwhile, the car continues its escape.
Seven one. Behind that vehicle. Seymour, passing pops, pulling over. Adam King Tom, 5694. Disregard pulling over.
Copy. Seymour, and what was the other location?
We're passing the road.
Copy. 1080. Seymour and Grove.
97 miles an hour.
1080, where they at?
7-1, we're on Forest.
The authorities receive information from dispatch, specifying the vehicle's last known location and identifying the driver as Derek Triplett Jr., a 30-year-old suspect.
Said he will have a 32 with him.
7-1, we're back on Western.
Come on the on-ramp going west, flip around, and then come back up. We're coming up to military, Delta military. Anyone here? Shooting balls in. 1-4, we're going through. We're going to be south on military, south on military.
Damn it! Damn it!
I got base south on 41 from Hickory. There was another unit calling. We're taking the off-ramp right now at Hickory.
Attempting a traffic stop, the deputy manages to briefly halt Derek, who quickly resumes his escape, disregarding the flashing emergency lights and blaring sirens. With no regard for the safety of others, Derek races through residential streets.
Oh boy!
And we are going to be headed toward turning into Loves right now. Keep in this parking lot. We're on the backside. Blocks in the parking lot. See there, black man. Black man. Have another view of the long parking lot. Second one.
Throughout the chase, Derek has a passenger accompanying him. As they exit a ditch, Derek loses control of the car, resulting in a head-on collision with a deputy, leaving both vehicles disabled.
Oh!
Copy 1050.
Keep your hands up! Do not move! Do not move! Keep your hands up!
Get down! On the ground! Immediately following the crash, Derek promptly exits the car and surrenders to the authorities. This dashcam video shows a car which is towing another car. It suddenly starts moving in a zigzag manner and starts losing control. Eventually, it loses complete control and flips over. A man comes to rescue the driver. We can only hope that he is fine. A YouTuber called Swinetown Swine wears a camera on his helmet and starts recording a random video while riding his bike around town. While he is talking and filming, he briefly notices a red car in the distance going around a corner. He tries to catch up to where the car was, but when he arrives, he is surprised to find that the car has disappeared.
Well, if you're going to start doing that sort of what are you doing? What was this car doing? Where's it gone? Okay. What the f***?
Swinetown Swine thinks it was a ghost car, but I'm not sure. I think it's possible that the car went a little further down the road and he just couldn't see it. I wish we could see more to the right in the video. What do you think? In a small town called Spooner, Wisconsin, there is a police officer named Adam Brunswick. He is the only officer patrolling the area. One day, something surprising happens. Officer Brunswick sees a child in a yellow shopping cart zooming out of the parking lot of the Dollar General store. The cart is heading straight towards the road where there are cars passing by. Officer Brunswick knows he can't stop the cart before it reaches the road, so he quickly turns on his emergency lights and parks his car in the middle of the busy highway to stop the traffic. Without hesitation, he rushes out of his car and grabs the child just in time to prevent any harm.
She was just hysterical.
Later, the child's mother explains that she was putting another child in the car when the shopping cart suddenly rolled away with her baby inside. She is very grateful and emotional, but can't find the right words to thank Officer Brunswick for saving her child's life. It is October 15th, 2018, and the police are receiving multiple calls from drivers on the highway. The calls flood in, reporting a Subaru Forester with foreign plates towing a caravan in the far lane. Carelessly, the vehicle is racing at full speed in the opposite direction, going against traffic. Astonishingly, the driver manages to continue this dangerous act for a whole 7 minutes before eventually causing an accident. Throughout this terrifying ordeal, various dash cams capture the horrifying experience, documenting the desperate attempts of other drivers to avoid a collision. The accident finally occurs, resulting in a massive pileup of vehicles that temporarily shuts down the entire highway. The consequences of this reckless behavior are far-reaching, causing chaos and disrupting the flow of traffic. The authorities now face the task of dealing with the aftermath, while the public remains shaken and shocked by the events unfolding on this day. In Australia, a car's camera captures a remarkable incident in June 2022, around 5 p.m. The driver has cameras facing both the front and back of the car. They are waiting at a red light to turn left when a Mercedes car pulls up behind them. Suddenly, the driver's side door of the Mercedes opens, and a man comes out holding something metal. He starts walking towards the driver's car very quickly. Luckily, the driver sees this happening in the rearview mirror and has enough time to react. They have to drive off the road onto some grass, hitting 3 cars in front of them. The man with the Mercedes is left standing in the road. The person who shares the video doesn't know what the man wants. It's possible that the driver accidentally does something to upset the man earlier on the road, but there is no evidence of that in the video. We can't be sure of the man's intentions, whether he wants to rob the driver or something worse. A young driver is heading home from work one evening when he notices something unusual at a traffic light. Suddenly, a massive creature emerges from the ground and forcefully splits the road apart. It resembles a creature you'd see in a movie. The driver claims to see the creature soar high into the sky before vanishing. It could be a fictional tale or an expertly crafted special effect, but if it's genuine, the idea of such a creature dwelling underground is undeniably terrifying. I wouldn't dare visit that part of the world if this story proves true. It's a chilling thought. In this captivating footage shared by Jason, an unbelievable incident unfolds before our eyes. It's around 1 a.m., and Jason is en route to meet a woman he connected with on a dating app. After entering the address into his phone, he realizes it's not only a 20-minute drive away, but also located in a less desirable neighborhood. Despite his reservations, he decides to continue. As he arrives at the address, he notices all the houses are dark, and the woman from the app stops responding to his messages. Feeling suspicious, Jason turns his car around. Suddenly, a masked individual emerges on the sidewalk and steps onto the street, prompting Jason to lock his doors and slow down. The dash cam records the gripping encounter as the masked person reaches for a handgun and charges toward Jason's car. Acting quickly, Jason accelerates past the assailant, who futilely attempts to open the locked door. Thankfully, Jason escapes unharmed. Recognizing the setup, Jason reports the incident to the police, who investigate the given address and question an elderly woman living there. It becomes apparent that the address was randomly chosen, making the incident even more unsettling. Jason's decision to leave may have saved him from a potentially dangerous situation. This man is driving and minding his own business when a white car stops in front of his car, making him stop.
Just don't drink too much of it. Jesus Christ.
What happened?
I just drove into me.
That you...
Yeah, this guy just hit me. See, I have the camera. Remember, I told you about the camera. I'm not going to tell him. No, but I'm saying that's exactly it. No, I'm saying that's exactly it. We'll wait till he tells his story. Oh, 911.
A woman comes out of the car and starts arguing over something.
Oh, the Asian person, and she's like, "Did you hit my car?" And I was like, "No, you hit me. You just drove into our lane."
What happened?
She drove into the lane right here when we were driving.
Okay. Is the driver?
Yeah.
How are you? How did he hit the car using the lane? Let me come on.
I'm not going to say nothing. Also, look, in case you know, because she's lying, obviously, I got this thing right here, which records everything. So,
okay.
You know.
No, I mean, it seems pretty straightforward. You were maintaining your lane, and then she just kind of drifted over into your lane right in front of you. Right?
Yeah. All right.
All right. Yeah. Once he pulls out to block the traffic, just get into the right lane and at the light make a right.
All right.
All right.
After a spat, she returns back to the car and drives away. A young man is driving around late at night, heading to a friend's house. The road he takes is usually empty, especially at night. But then, he notices a creepy person standing by the road. He gets a bit scared and turns around. Later, he shares what happened. While driving, he sees someone who looks really weird and makes him stop and stare. It is so dark that the person's long, black hair blends into the shadows.
No, you know, I'm driving and I see some, look at the, there's something up here. Hello?
This person seems to enjoy scaring drivers passing by. Some people on the internet think it's just some weirdo having fun by frightening others. It's risky to stay on a poorly lit road at night, so it's better to be cautious. In the end, we can't be sure about what actually happens there. This video recorded by a dash cam on a truck shows a disturbing sight. A branch of tree is used to block the road, and a lot of people are standing at both sides of the road, and they approach the truck by running towards it as if zombies have attacked someone, but the truck driver drives right over the branches and gets out of there safely. In Singapore, a driver is listening to music while driving when something extraordinary happens to the taxi in front of him. A strange and aggressive mist enters the taxi through the window, forcing the driver to stop. Inside the taxi, there are flashes of light as if something supernatural is happening. The video might have special effects, but it ends suddenly, so we don't know what really occurred or if everyone inside the taxi was okay. This is a rather strange video as it shows this red car notices a car and chases it.
Red light, man.
Both stop at the red light, and the person in the red car asks the other driver about crossing the red light.
Did you need to run that light? Did you need to run that light? Did you need to run the red light? That's all I'm asking. Just asking. Yep, he's a whiny little.
He answers and then gets back in the car and both drive away. Steven waits at a red light, patiently anticipating his turn to make a left. Suddenly, he witnesses another driver running their red light, crashing into a car and pushing it into Steven's Trailblazer. The car that gets hit is being driven by an elderly gentleman who sustains moderate injuries. Luckily, neither Steven nor the reckless driver are hurt. All three vehicles suffer extensive damage. Steven is still waiting for repairs on his Trailblazer and remains uncertain about the final bill. This serves as a reminder of the importance of always stopping at a red light, even if it has only been red for a brief moment. In this video uploaded by a young man, he captures some form of inexplicable creature running across the road in Cocopaua, Sao Paulo. As he comes to a stop at a street light, a strange creature appears before him. To this day, he has no explanation for what exactly this thing is, but in his opinion, it is nothing human nor animal. The creature disappears towards the left and then simply vanishes, leaving him puzzled. What could we be looking at here? Is it some form of mysterious creature? Perhaps. Only speculation can offer potential answers. Alexander was driving his pickup truck to his parents' house to help them move. Suddenly, a van driver slammed on the brakes in front of him, causing Alexander to quickly change direction to avoid a crash. Determined to make it through a yellow light, he accelerated, but another driver in the turning lane didn't see him. The two vehicles collided, and Alexander's truck hit a light pole and flipped over. His truck was completely damaged, but luckily the other driver was found to be at fault, and their insurance company paid for Alexander's truck. The accident was so serious that it even made it onto the local news. One person was taken to the hospital, but thankfully Alexander's injuries were not life-threatening. It took a while for the authorities to move Alexander's wrecked truck onto another vehicle, causing traffic to be slow for over an hour. Max cruises along the highway in Oak Grove, Kentucky, controlling his Model 3 with autopilot. He notices a semi-truck in the left lane, which had been there for a while. Max decides to pass the truck on the right lane, but suddenly, the truck driver switches lanes, colliding with the back of Max's Tesla. The impact causes the Model 3 to spin out in front of the semi, yet the oblivious truck driver continues driving, pushing Max's car forward at 70 miles per hour. Autopilot tries to alert Max before the collision, but it's too late. Despite the system's attempts to steer away, the semi's force overpowers the steering. For half a mile, the relentless truck propels Max's Tesla until the driver finally stops due to an unusual resistance. Astonished, he opens his door and discovers the Tesla for the first time. Fortunately, everyone escapes unharmed, but the damage is extensive. The police arrive, declaring the truck driver at fault. Max's Model 3 is towed to a body shop where repairs, costing $20,000, are estimated to take 2 months due to part delays. Disheartened, Max longs to return to the driver's seat, hoping for smoother roads ahead. While driving in Las Vegas, Herb observes another driver running a red light. However, that's not the focus of this video. Herb patiently waits for the traffic light to turn green, like any responsible driver. But suddenly, an oncoming vehicle blatantly ignores the red light and plows through the intersection, resulting in a T-bone collision. The impact propels the errant vehicle, which continues rolling forward and slams forcefully into Herb's rented Chevy, a Nissan Frontier. To make matters worse, the driver behind the wheel is intoxicated and claims to have no memory of running the red light, insisting that he was hit twice. As a result, airbags in Herb's truck deploy, and all 3 vehicles involved require towing. Fortunately, no major injuries occur in the incident. In Russia, a truck is driving at night with a camera recording the journey on October 29, 2013. The road is dark, but the truck's headlights provide some light. Suddenly, a big tree falls right in front of the truck, only visible when it appears in the headlights. The tree falls very close to the truck, leaving little space to avoid it. The driver tries to steer away but doesn't overcorrect too much, so the truck doesn't spin out of control. Thankfully, the driver manages to escape with only a little damage to the front of the truck. It's a scary moment, captured on the camera, but the driver's skill saves the day. This story reminds us of the dangers on the road and the importance of staying calm and focused while driving. This video shows a white car stopping abruptly after every few seconds. The driver from that car gets out angrily and starts shouting. He gets back in and then does the same. But this time, the car recording all this overtakes the white car and drives away. People claim to have seen strange shadowy figures standing by the road just before they were about to have accidents. These figures, known as mystery men, were seen all over the world. Some thought it was just a made-up story, but then a truck driver's dash cam captured something unusual. While driving on a winding mountain road, the driver lost control of the truck while going around a curve. Thankfully, the driver wasn't hurt, but they couldn't shake the feeling that something evil had caused the accident. Who or what could this person be? Maybe an evil spirit or just a random stranger. It's a strange coincidence, don't you think? A person is driving on a busy road at night when they see a figure wearing all white standing on the side. As they get closer, they realize the strange person is not what they first thought. Instead of waving or asking for a ride, the figure starts floating up towards the car, but there's nothing underneath the white clothes. Andrew drives down the freeway in Lake Forest, California, when he sees a silver Jeep abruptly stop and about to enter his lane. As Andrew starts to go around it, a white Jeep rear-ends the silver one, causing it to crash into the side of Andrew's Tesla and pushing him into a lane of faster-moving traffic. The driver of a white Honda Odyssey says she isn't expecting another car to suddenly be in her lane, so she doesn't have time to brake before rear-ending the Model Y. There end up being 6 vehicles involved in the accident. After the white Jeep rear-ends the silver Jeep, it continues to plow through and rear-ends a BMW. The silver Jeep is also rear-ended a second time by a white Mercedes. The California Highway Patrol arrives on the scene to take a report. Andrew is still waiting for the final verdict from the police report and action from his insurance provider. But the officers at the scene indicate that the driver of the white Jeep will most likely be found at fault. A police officer in New Jersey is doing a regular traffic check on a dark road at night. He starts walking back to his car to check the driver's license, but then he sees something from the corner of his eye. He acts really quickly and moves away just in time to avoid getting hit by a car. It's surprising how fast he reacted, especially with all the heavy stuff on his belt. Maybe his body got an adrenaline rush before he even knew what was happening. The officer deserves credit for being so quick. Hopefully, the city will put up more streetlights soon, so it's easier to see and prevent accidents like this from happening again. The dash cam in the police car gives us terrible proof of reckless driving. It shows that the police car is flipped to the side after getting hit. CCTV footage shows that the car came out of nowhere and hit the police car at full speed. People gather around to help the police officer trapped in the car.
617.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Just hang on.
I'm trying to.
Just hang on.
10 going.
I'm good.
I've never been in a car accident.
Okay.
Take a deep breath.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Take deep breaths. Sorry.
5292, 5110, you were 10-4. I'd like to respond. 5214, 5217, responding at 10-4 to Blakeman. 5214, 16, you responding?
Just take a deep breath. Just take some deep breaths. It's okay. It's okay.
3-3, we're out.
It's okay. Just relax. Okay, try. Hey, look at me.
233, your prayer code.
It's okay. We're okay. Are you hurt?
5243, you're good. On the vehicle?
Hey, you good?
Are you hurt? What hurt?
I don't know.
Just stay like that.
Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on, all right?
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Just hang on.
I'm trying to.
Just hang out.
10 going.
I'm good.
I've never been in a car accident.
Okay.
Just take a deep breath.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Just take a deep breath. Just take deep breaths. Sorry.
5292, 5110, you were 10-4. I'd like to respond. 5214, 5217, responding at 10-4 to Blakeman. 5214, 16, you responding?
It's okay. Just take a deep breath. Just take some deep breaths. It's okay. It's okay.
3-3, we're out.
It's okay. Just relax. Okay, try. Hey, look at me.
233, your prayer code.
It's okay. We're okay. Are you hurt?
5243, you're good. On the vehicle?
Huh? Are you hurt? What hurt?
I don't know.
Just stay like that. Here.
51, 21, 215, you're out.
Huh? Hey, no.
Everywhere. I'm surprised she didn't hit me, man. That was me right there.
What happened?
She blew the red light.
Okay.
She blew the red light. That's my truck right there. Almost. I seen her. She used the squad car coming. She just fucking ran right into her.
That's it. Go right there. She's leaving. She blew the red light. Hey. Hold on. Hey, she's right there. She blew the red light?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure?
Yeah, positive, bro. Look at this shit.
Just hang out here for a minute, right? I'm sorry. Hey, we got a witness right here. We got a good witness.
Right here?
Yeah.
All right, stick them in. You find the car to put them in. You okay, man?
I'm good.
Block off. MLK.
Can you? It's all right. Just take deep breaths. Yeah.
MLK,
Take some
what?
deep breaths. You did good. You're good. Just relax. You're good. Hey, can you just check my cell phone? It should be over there somewhere. I flew out of my gun. You done? Yeah, I'm good. That chick over there.
5110. We're going to go right.
We're going this way. Lady over there. Yeah. This light right here. That was wild. Huh? Oh, thank you.
24.
They manage to straighten up the car and offer all kinds of assistance to the police officer, who is fortunately safe and sound. In Reading, Pennsylvania, a terrifying robbery attempt can be seen in this video. The poor taxi driver fumbles for his wallet, while the flashing lights behind him catch their attention. Both of them see the police simultaneously, foiling the suspect's plan. The driver is in tears, understandably shaken up by the incident. According to WFMZ News, this is the third time this taxi driver is being robbed in this manner while on the job. Peyton is on his way home when he witnesses a Dodge pickup truck hydroplaning and losing control. The truck spins uncontrollably and collides with the median barrier. Finally, it comes to rest in Peyton's lane, leaving him no chance to stop, despite slamming on his brakes. The accident causes a significant $53,000 worth of damage to Peyton's 2-month-old truck and the trailer he's pulling. Initially, the insurance provider of the other driver refuses to pay for the damages. However, after Peyton submits the dashcam footage, the process starts to go more smoothly. The footage serves as irrefutable evidence, prompting the insurance provider to change their stance. Subsequently, the claim process becomes much more manageable.
Hold on to our final clip, which is the most scariest and creepiest one, and if you like what you saw, make sure you subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you never miss out on our creepiest videos.
This dashcam video is being recorded in May 2020 during heavy rain and strong wind. The area has been experiencing storms like this for a few weeks now. As the driver, Shona, continues driving, power lines ahead start to tip over. One of them is giving out and causing others to fall too. It's a dangerous situation as the lines explode upon hitting the wet ground. The highway is becoming a mess with cables and debris being strewn everywhere. A man on a motorcycle traveling in the opposite direction can be seen stopping and running into a nearby field to avoid the wires. Shortly after, Shona, the driver with the dash cam, does the same thing. They drive off the road and onto a dirt path, while the power lines continue to explode in the distance. It's unclear if anyone is getting hurt during this incident, and it raises concerns about everyone's safety.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.